Hi, welcome to this week's episode. Today we're going to talk about morphology. In linguistics. Morphology is a branch of linguistics that deals with the structure and form of the words in a language. And all words can be divided into two categories: content words and function words. Content words are words that have a clear lexical meaning. This class is composed of nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. They are words for people, things, actions, ideas, and attributes. Content words are considered an open class because new words can be added and indeed are added to this category. Due to changes in technology, we've added words such as dumb phone and blog. Changing fashion trends have given us shooties and jeggings. We've added new words to describe food and food eaters, such as frankenfood or locavore. Social media has given us words such as defriend and tweeps. And the list could go on. Function words, on the other hand, do not have a clear lexical meaning, but do serve a functional purpose in a language. These are words such as conjunctions, articles, prepositions, and pronouns. Function words are considered a closed class, because generally speaking, we do not make additions to this category. When was the last time you've seen a new preposition? Words are all around us. We write them, we speak them, we think them. Some words are made up of one piece, but many other words are made up of more than one piece, more than one component, and these components are called morphemes. A morpheme is a minimal unit of meaning, so while some words can consist of one morpheme and thus be minimal units of meaning in and of themselves, most words consist of more than one morpheme. The word peace has one morpheme and thus cannot be broken down into smaller units of meaning. Peaceful has two morphemes. Peace, a state of harmony that exists during the absence of war, plus full, a suffix meaning full of something. Peacefully has three morphemes: peace plus full plus ly, because ly in and of itself holds the meaning of in the manner of. So really, peacefully contains three units of meaning that when combined together give us the meaning of the word as a whole. Obviously, words can have a lot more than three morphemes. Anti-disestablishmentarianism has a total of 7, and there are words with even more than that. We should keep in mind that some morphemes can be used by themselves. These are called free morphemes. They're not dependent on any other morpheme to complete their meaning. Open class content words such as girl, fish, tree, and love are all considered free morphemes, as are closed class function words such as the, and, for, or it. Other morphemes cannot be used by themselves and are dependent on other morphemes. These are called bound morphemes. And bound morphemes are further divided into two categories: affixes and bound roots. Bound roots are roots that cannot be used by themselves. For example, sieve in receive, conceive, and deceive cannot stand on its own. I cannot sieve something. Affixes are morphemes that can be added to the front of a word, a prefix such as pre, re, dis, or un, to the end of a word, a suffix such as an, is, al, or li, or in other languages to the middle of the word called infixes, or to both sides of the word called circumfixes. And affixes can be divided into two categories of their own. Wait, what? Yeah. How about we take a moment to review first. Morphemes are the basic units of meaning. Morphemes can be divided into two classes: bound morphemes and free morphemes. Free morphemes include open class content words, such as cute, dog, run, away, and closed class function words, such as the, on, yet, and he. Bound morphemes can be divided into two categories: affixes and roots. Bound roots, such as sieve, cannot be used by themselves. Affixes, in English, are the prefixes and suffixes that we add to the beginning or ending of a word, and are further divided into derivational affixes and inflectional affixes. Derivational affixes are affixes that when added to a word create a new word with a new meaning. They're called derivational precisely because a new word is derived when they're added to the original word. And many times these newly created words belong to a new grammatical category. Some affixes turn nouns into adjectives, like beauty to beautiful. Some change verbs into nouns, like sing to singer. Some change adjectives to adverbs like precise to precisely. Still others turn nouns to verbs, adjectives to nouns, and verbs to adjectives. Other affixes do not change the grammatical category of the word they're added to. King plus dumb goes from noun to noun. Do plus re goes from verb to verb. Blue plus ish goes from adjective to adjective. We use derivational affixes constantly, and they're a very important part of English because they help us to form the majority of words that exist in our language. In English, all of the inflectional affixes are suffixes that when added to the end of the word don't change its meaning, or at least not in any large sense. Instead, they change things like the person, tense, and number of a word. And in English, there are a total of 8. The third person singular s, such as Anakin kills younglings. The past tense ed, such as Ron kissed Hermione. The progressive ing, such as Han is falling into the sarlacc pit. The past participle en, such as the emperor has fallen and cannot get up. The plural s, such as vampires make the worst boyfriends. The possessive s, such as that's Luke's hand, isn't it? The comparative er, such as Picard is cooler than Kirk. And the superlative est, such as that's the sweetest thing I've ever seen. Compared to other languages, English has very few inflectional affixes, but they serve their purpose well nonetheless. I realize that this is a lot of information. Stay tuned for a few more videos on morphology, where we'll introduce a few new concepts and go over some of the concepts we've already covered. Till next time.